Hello there and welcome to another edition of the Evening Review. My name is Okito Greg and in studio with me this evening I have Cecilia Naule. She's a Namibian entrepreneur. How are you, Cecilia?
I'm good. How are you, Greg?
Good, thank you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into entrepreneurship.
So I'm Cecilia Naule and I hold an honors degree in physics. I just recently graduated with a master's in renewable energy. So how I got in entrepreneurship started when I was doing my undergraduate studies. So during my final year, I did my project on solar cooking, which was motivated by my experience back home. So growing up in a village in rural Namibia, so when we moved there around 2008, there was trees all over the place and wood was everywhere. But 5 years later, wood was nowhere to be found. So we have to cross the border into Angola for wood. So during my undergrad project, I decided I will come up with something that will help my situation home. So that's when I came up with the solar cooking project. And fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, COVID came. So I had to do my project from home. And by doing it at home, I had an opportunity to involve the community, neighbors and friends during my solar cooking. And then during the cooking sessions, they kept asking why don't you take up this for commercial purpose? Because it can help those ones in rural areas. So this is how I got into entrepreneurship.
Awesome. Tell us about your involvement with the Tony Elumelu Foundation.
So basically, I got to know the Tony Elumelu Foundation through a WhatsApp group, an international group where they share opportunities. But then I never applied when I saw it because I thought it was not real because of the numbers talking about helping a number of entrepreneurs across the African continent.
Yes.
So I just followed them on social media, and then around 2022, 2023, I met an alumni from Namibia while I was attending an entrepreneurship program by NCRST. So I came to ask her about the program, and then she said it was legitimate. So I decided I'm going to apply in the next application, and then I did. And to my surprise, I got out of 20,000 applications. I was one of the 1,500 who were accepted, and then one of the 3 Namibians to be successful.
Was that 2024?
Yes.
Okay. And being successful, what did that mean? What help did they give you?
So basically, we went through a 12-week intensive training where you also get to be paired with a mentor. And through this training, they train you about financial planning, business planning, pitching, and also it helped me to refine my business model.
I see.
And on top of that, after you complete the training, now you have to get a 5,000 USD funding. So this is what actually helped me most. Yes, it helped us to move from prototype to commercial products, which we were struggling for years.
Awesome. So these are some of your commercial projects?
Yes.
Tell us about them.
So these are solar cookers. This is a solar cooker and a solar dryer. So they work on direct sunlight. The aim is that to help those one in off-grid communities where the grid cannot reach and they are in need of cooking and also drying solutions. With the drying, the motivation was that Namibia is facing high post-harvest losses. So we thought of coming up with a solution which will not require extra energy. So
so it's reflective in there, the sunlight goes in there.
Yes. So how it works is the sun hits here and then it reflects inside. And then when it reflects inside, you put your produce on the racks there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's an absorber inside which keeps the heat, and also a solar panel. If you check behind there's a solar panel which powers a fan inside. And this helps with air circulation to make sure that the temperature doesn't concentrate on one side. And then with the solar cooker, the concept is the same. So it also has a reflector. It reflects inside.
And there's a pot inside.
Yes, there's a pot and also a pan. You can fry, you can bake, and also you can cook whatever you want to cook.
Okay. And how do you manufacture these? Where do you make them?
So basically, we are working with a manufacturing partner, which we partnered up after getting this funding. We tried to do local manufacturing, but unfortunately, we're failing because of we don't have enough capital to procure the machineries that we need. And also most of the materials that we would want to use are not locally available. So that would force us to export everything and also do the manufacturing, which will actually increase the cost.
Yes.
So we now work with an international partner that help us to manufacture, but then we do the designing in collaboration.
I see. Is there a partner in Africa or is it?
It's in Europe.
In Europe. Okay, okay. And do you have any employees yet?
Yeah, I do have employees that work on a part-time basis or project basis due to the stage of our business right now. So we cannot afford many permanent employees yet.
Okay, okay. And the products themselves, where are they available?
They are just available. We have an online shop, and also currently I just sell from the backyard of my flat.
Okay. Okay. And do you use them yourself?
Of course I do. I do use them.
Okay. So what's the next step for your business?
So our next step would be doing local manufacturing, especially for solar dryers, because with the solar dryers we can get majority of the materials locally. Okay. And there's also a big hassle when it comes to our small-scale farmers, especially those in horticultural produce. Yeah. And also for the vendors, we feel like this will help them a lot. And there has been also a demand for solar dryers. That's why we felt like our next step is to start manufacturing solar dryers locally.
And do you think you'll keep this size or will you have different sizes?
So our aim is to have different models when we are doing local manufacturing based on the customer's demand and also on the different income levels.
I see, I see. And what's next for you personally, apart from the business, for you as a qualified student?
So for me, I would focus on advancing my leadership skills and also just taking my entrepreneurship skills to the next level. So what my mission is to transfer research into community projects. I mean, taking out the research from the lab and just implement what we do in the labs to help out those one in need.
Are you still involved with the Tony Elumelu Foundation?
Yes, I am, through the Tony Elumelu Foundation alumni. Okay. So after you complete the whatever program you did with them, they always add you to you'll be part of the alumni, which is a forever thing. So I will always have opportunities. They always send us opportunities which we can access. And also, yeah.
What does the foundation demand in return? I mean, you don't just give somebody 5,000 US and then say goodbye.
So basically, we are expected to do nothing. All they did is, the training was intensive, and not everybody actually got the funding because not everyone was committed to those modules and all that, to just finish everything. And then also they made sure that whatever you got, you use it for the intended purpose. Okay. So they do monitoring to see that whatever you said you were going to use, because I mean, you put up a budget before they give you the money, and then they will check if you actually use the money for what you said you are going to use it for. Okay.
So if other young Namibians, entrepreneurs hear about this, how would they go about contacting the foundation?
So the foundation have a platform online called tefconnect.com. So you can actually just go there and then you sign up. You already see opportunities on it, and then you can apply for whichever one fits you. So for this particular one, the one that I benefited from, it already crossed in August for 2026. So if anyone wants it, they will only be able to apply maybe in January, because their application also usually open in January, and it takes about 10 months for it to close, so you have enough time to actually complete your application.
Awesome, awesome.
They can also contact us, the alumni, for guidance in case they would want to apply and not so sure of what to write or what to submit.
Tell us more about your company that you have founded. What did you say the name was?
It's Rural Power Solutions.
Rural Power Solutions. Yeah. So you are registered with BIPA and you've gone through all of those processes, have you?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also apply for the youth funding from government?
Unfortunately not, for some reasons.
Okay.
But we are looking forward to the ones that are being released now by the different ministries.
And do you think that there's any other government assistance that might benefit your business? Like, for instance, Development Bank funding or something from Ministry of Trade and Industry, or what is it called now? Industries, Mines and Energy. Are there any other projects or government assistance that might help build business like yours here in Namibia. I'm trying to get your input about support for entrepreneurs, Namibian entrepreneurs, young Namibian entrepreneurs. Is there any?
I mean, there is a lot, but I feel like they are a little bit limited to the fact that, I mean, despite them being a lot, they don't actually help a number of entrepreneurs. You might find 10 programs, and each of these programs is only assisting 3 entrepreneurs. And I feel like most of them are this side of the country. Yes. And then when it comes to the northern part, we rarely have programs going on that side.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like entrepreneurs lack, I mean, there's a lack of information to say. For us in Windhoek, we have access to almost everything, but then people in the north, even if they have their ideas, they will just be sitting with them because they don't know who exactly to talk to and how to go about everything.
Do you think that what is required is more outreach, as in officials going to visit village to village, or do you think that more information should be accessible online?
I should say both. They should put information out there which are already there, but I feel like most of us don't know which platform to actually go to. And I feel like maybe they should do the fiscal campaigns as well. Yeah. Like they do in, I mean, there are so many opportunities in Windhoek. You can, I mean, almost every week there are business programs going on, but then in the north, there's nothing. Yeah. In Windhoek, if I attend one, then I will know there exist such things. Yes. But then in the north, you only see them on TV, or maybe you hear them in the radio, and you hardly come across them.
Okay. And how would you describe the general situation in the north, especially for young people? Apart from entrepreneurship, are there other opportunities?
No, I don't think there is many, but I feel like most of the people actually have they want to.
They want to?
Yes, they want to, but they don't have the access to resources. Yeah. And most of the, I mean, the bigger part is funding. Yeah. Most of the people are struggling with funding, and that's what is actually holding them back from getting from stage 1 to stage 2.
Cecilia, hold that thought. We're going to take a short break for a commercial break, but we'll be right back after this. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Evening Review. My name is Ogito Greg, and in studio with me tonight I've got Cecilia Naule. She's the founder of Rural Power Solutions. She's a Namibian entrepreneur. She's brought with her some of her innovative products, the solar cooker and the solar dryer. Cecilia, tell us about the difficulties that you faced as a Namibian entrepreneur in setting up your business.
So the biggest difficulty was just accessing funding. Yes. To move from, first it was from the idea to prototype, of which we got some small funding to help us from there. And then I spent a longer period trying to secure funding to move now from the prototype to the commercial products.
Why do you think there's such a hesitation or a lack of funding for good ideas? I mean, with your background and education, surely they can see on paper, and definitely there's a huge demand. People need products like especially the solar cooker and the solar dryer. Why is the money not available in Namibia?
So because I feel like most of the funders want to fund already established businesses because they are scared to put money and then you don't
get your return.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest fear among investors, just to put money in an idea which will end up not taking off.
I see. During the process of setting up your business and bringing it to where it is now, where you've got actual products, what surprised you in that whole process?
So I think the biggest surprise was that being your own boss, that isn't as beautiful as it sounds. It comes with so many challenges, and also that people might have a real problem and you might have the best possible solutions, but if you don't clearly demonstrate how beneficial this product is to them, they might not see the value in it. And that having a good product is not all. You have to test this with real users. You have to get to hear from the people that you are targeting. Do they like it? Does it function the same way, the way that they want it to function? That's the only way you can move forward.
Okay. How do you see entrepreneurship in Namibia, especially small and medium enterprises, developing over the next 5 years? I know that government has repeatedly called for more small and medium enterprises. People are saying it's supposed to drive our economy, it's supposed to create jobs because we are in desperate need of jobs. Do you think any of that will happen the way you see things developing at the moment?
Yes, I think there will be, it looks promising, especially for those in green space, agriculture-based solutions, technology solutions. I feel like in the next 5 years, there might be a rise in those SMEs, and with a good support from the government and other institutions, I feel like these small SMEs will contribute to food security, rural development, and even climate resilience.
Oh, very good. The only thing is that, promoting, supporting SMEs, we've been hearing about it for years and years. Also, the sectors that you have highlighted, it's not new. What do you think will have to change for Namibia to be able to realize those ambitions?
I feel, to me, is giving entrepreneurs support at an early stage. Let me say, when someone comes with an idea, try to support them from that idea to maybe the prototype, and they must have proper monitoring to avoid the risk.
Yes.
And because most of them are afraid of the risk, that's why they don't want to support those one at the bottom.
Yes.
So they are scared that maybe they will support them and then they will not take off. So if you could support them, by then we should have proper monitoring systems. Then I feel like they will go further.
Okay. Tell us a bit more about your products, especially the solar cooker. Is it affordable?
Currently, because we are not doing local manufacturing, it's a bit not affordable to the lower income people. By then we are trying to come up with strategies that will allow them to still be able to purchase, such as being able to lay-by. And also we do put on promotions, 20% off, for instance.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, very good. And do you have any relationship, for instance, with the Solar Revolving Fund in Ministry of Industries, Mines and Energy? They're supposed to be helping people to find alternative and support people in lieu of connecting houses to the grid. Have you spoken to those guys yet?
Not yet, but we are looking forward to it.
Okay.
As we were trying to introduce the product first, they must see the communities using them. They must see the demand on paper.
Yes.
And then that's when they will believe that it's actually needed.
So which community is your home community? Where have the people seen this product working?
Well, they've seen it in Deep North.
Where is the Deep North?
Omakuva and also Omahokwe. It's in Omusati region, Oshakati, Ekuku, and also here in Windhoek.
Okay.
We have been around Windhoek, Havana, Hakahana.
You said something very interesting at the start of our interview about how when you were growing up in the Deep North, there were forests and there was lots of wood and trees everywhere, and how it has changed. What does the landscape look like now? And is it deforestation, or what has happened to change the situation?
Basically, the main contributor was the population, I should say, because when we went there were not so many houses.
Yes.
But if you go now, almost every part which was occupied by trees has a household.
I see.
So yeah.
Okay. And climate change, has it had an impact there where you're from?
Yes, it does, but the main cause of this was mainly the population increase.
Population increase.
Yes.
Okay.
So population increase now, everybody is trying to get the wood and cut down for whatever. So everything got finished.
Okay.
Nobody's planting, so.
Okay. Tell me, you hold 2 degrees already, I think you said. Did all that formal education, do you think it's necessary in order to become an entrepreneur? And does it help you now?
I think for me, it's work hand in hand because it was my first degree that motivated me to start a company.
Yes.
And my second degree, actually, I want to find a solution to the feedback I got through the company. Yes, so it really, I can't say it helped me become an entrepreneur, but it motivated me to be a better entrepreneur.
Okay, okay. And what has been the highlight of your entrepreneurial journey this far? What was the one moment that stands out in your memory when you were like, hooray, I've done it?
I think just seeing the expression of my customers. I mean, let me say one was labeling a solar dryer, and then after they are done paying, now you can see they are really happy and they can't wait to actually do the work with the solar dryer. Especially most complain about having wasted products.
Yes.
Because they don't know where to put them, so they just have to go to waste. So now with the solar dryer, they could see, I mean, they could do something with the products.
Okay, so the product lasts longer and they can get it to market?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
with proper guidelines, yes.
You've been very lucky in your journey, but you've also had the opportunity to gain valuable insights. What do you think are the most valuable insights that you can share with young entrepreneurs who are hopeful to follow in your footsteps?
So it's just start where you are with what you have. You shouldn't wait for maybe big funding or to wait for the right time to come. Just start with what we have. And secondary is that you look out for communities like the TEF that can support you and also train you become a better person. So because entrepreneurship can be lonely, but if you have a network, it can be a bit smoother and also it can be motivating. And the third part is okay.
It's okay, Cecilia.
Yes.
But I was wondering, what if I make a mistake? Is it possible to recover, or should I just abandon that idea and move on to the next? As a young entrepreneur, what if I start something, it looks good, and then I make a mistake and things don't work out?
I mean, we can always find ways to move forward, because in entrepreneurship, in most cases, we don't end up with what we wanted.
Okay.
But like I said, you need to talk to the users. These devices, the designs are not what I had in 2021.
Oh.
But through the feedback I got from my users, I got to know what they actually want.
Okay.
And then that's helped me to bring better products that they end up actually liking.
I see. So did you make it bigger or lighter? What changes?
Lighter, more efficient, bigger inside, and yeah.
Okay.
But mostly the size and the weight, they were complaining a lot.
I see, I see. And at the moment, you run the business alone? You don't have support from family or a silent partner?
I do have co-founders.
Oh, co-founders?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also do have the part-time employees that help me here and there.
Yeah.
Yes, and some support from some family members as well.
Okay. Okay. Do you think it's valuable and necessary to have that kind of support?
Of course, it's very. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made it. I can't make it alone. So it's very tiresome. It's very frustrating. It's very stressful. So if you are doing it alone, you end up being depressed. You end up being unable to do any other thing because of you are just stressing about the business. I
see. So it also has an impact on your mind and your state of being?
Yes.
What tricks do you use to keep yourself upbeat and positive?
So I try to talk to people and also just to share some workloads with others and just to get advices from other successful people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also partaking in these mentorship sessions, it actually helps you to I mean, when you talk to experienced people, they teach you ways to actually overcome all these difficulties as an entrepreneur. So I have been applying whatever I actually learned from these mentorship programs, and that helped me a lot.
Okay. Do you have a last message to share with our viewers? Our time is almost up.
Oh, okay. So to the young entrepreneurs, all I want to say is that believe in your ideas and just seek support and just go on.
And there you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. An inspiring message from an inspiring individual and local homegrown solutions to our problems. Hopefully her business can thrive, and hopefully you will thrive too. That's it for tonight's evening review, but tomorrow evening we'll have something new for you. So please join us again. Good night.